Endercraft 1, aka Seasons 1 through 3. You lived a good life. It was good to know you. The episodes remaking you were very good too. We made some grand progress back there, but now we must lay you to rest and move on, as people must do when things like this happen. Rip in peace, Endercraft 1. You will always be remembered as the first. A moment of silence. All right, moment over. Let's get festive, baby! You heard that right. By my calculations, and if I am good at what I do, it should be Christmas time by the time this is uploaded, which means we need to get festive. No more of this sadness and dreariness. Let's get some color on ourselves. Right here, I got some armor trims lined up, looking so nice and fancy, and I'm not even gonna say words. Watch this. Oh, yeah, look at us. Such wonderful colors. We have green for the helmet, because if you look back there, it makes a little lovely heart. Love that. Red for the chest plate, and got some the little spritz, maybe like some festive lights. We got my belt buckle for blue, and of course the boots, the eye armor trim boots. And it looks even better like this. You remember the belt buckle I just said? Bam! Look at that. What's this? Different skin? Yes, different skin. Welcome everyone to Season 4 of Endercraft. Well, no, Season 10 of Endercraft, Episode 4, representing Season 4, where in this season, it got pretty crazy. It's all the secrets contained within this barrel. I am really excited for this season. You can tell by my wonderful redstoning outfit. You heard that right. We're redstoning today. If you didn't see the last video, and if you somehow skipped the first part of this video, Season 3 ended with a big bang. As in, the world just flat out just ended. It quit. It died on us. So we had to go to a brand new world. All of us starting from square one, which means I could truly prove myself against everyone else, because everyone had really cool builds in the previous seasons, and now we're all starting from square zero. So cool builds I did. One of the most famous ones being the Iron Farm. But we won't talk about that this season / episode. We'll talk about that next episode. I'm fumbling over my words. What we're going to be doing today is doing something that should have been done a long time ago. Micro farms. What do I mean by micro farms? I'm so happy you asked. We have honey, we have cactus, we have bamboo, we have not a lot of sugarcane, and we have some cocoa beans, along with a plethora of flowers to get many dyes from. And we will be spending this episode building a bunch of those farms. Not the most highest crazy, whoa, efficiency, because I mean, let's be honest, I'm online pretty often. I don't need the highest, most quality efficiency if I'm just going to be down here 24/7 every day, a week, you know? I don't have all the farm stuff material in there, but we are going to be building quite a bit of, just tiny baby farms. Really small efficiency farms, but the output will be grander the more we chill in this area. Which it will be, because that's not all we're doing today, ladies and gentlemen. No. This season also featured what I would say is probably one of my most favorite builds, because it had the most simplest of color palettes, which we're going to be building in this area up here. And yes, that also includes our little graveyard for season 1 through 3, or Endercraft 1 of Endercraft. But this area here, including this gold farm, this disgusting, ugly looking gold farm. Look at it. Sticks out like a sore thumb. We can't have this. Who broke my farm? Hell, that ain't all, though. I also did some stuff to improve the overall feel of the base. I will not explain any of these things here. That will be for a separate video, not this one. Don't pay attention. Actually, we can pay attention to this. I got some pottery stuff, including this one. I'm a big fan of this one, the sniffer one. I do like the sniffer. I wish we did have a sniffer egg. Oh, wait! We got a sniffer egg and a dried gas. And Conquest has delivered on frog lights, which I have never used before. We have some frog lights over there. I don't know much what to do with them, but it does exist. So I'll probably use them in the farms below. But we are going to grow a dried gas and a sniffer egg, because I want little critters. I like critters. I like just the little dudes chilling about, doing all that stuff, and the dried gas too. I haven't officially used one yet, at least not how they're properly supposed to be used. And by that I mean the overworld. I've only used them in the end. And Charlie is stuck there forever, man. I don't know how to get Charlie out. But you, whatever you're going to be named, are, you're dead. Oh, you're safe. Okay, I thought I killed you. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do. So let's get started with the first thing. Bees? Do I want to do bees? Let's start with sugarcane. That's a lot easier. Okay, dokie. Let's get started on building us a sugarcane farm. Since we're going to be building in that area up there, let's build this microfarm right here. Now, just to clarify again, microfarm does not mean permanent. It means so very temporary. So temporary, in fact, that like it's going to be easy to set up and put away. We're only going to build three chambers for each of the 3 sugarcane we currently have, and it's going to be the most simplest design. I don't know how to hatch these, actually. I know dried gas probably needs water. Love you there. Do you do anything there? You probably do. Let's not have you so close. All right, we're going to have you right there. You chill right there. But let's get started building. So, first thing we're going to need, obviously, is a chest where we're going to be getting all of our items. Let's get some of these. We're going to need a lot of wood because this will be super efficient. I say, lying through my teeth. All right, let's just put it like right here. 1, 2, perfect. We'll put it right there. And 1, 2, 3, just like so. Up top, we're gonna have the mud actually only going into one of those sections. This one's gonna be completely clear, so we're not gonna need that there. Let's grab our axe so I can break this. Next up is water. That's what I forgot to get. Oh my gosh, I thought that was a creeper for some reason. I don't know why. Let us grab... let's grab some glass. Why not? Yeah, I don't know where I got all this pink glass from, but it just kind of showed up in my inventory. So we're going to accept that as fact and go from there. Let's get an infinite water source. We're going to need one, as you always do with these kinds of farms. All right, so we want glass blocks covering this area here. It may look like it's glitching and it's not working, but it is. Trust me. We just have this add-on that, like, connects all the glass together, so it appears fluid together, but it does turn it into another block, which is a bit weird. There we go. Messy inventory. You love to see it. There we go. We have the sugarcane right here as we want it, and then we... Oh, wait, no. I remember. This glass is glitchy. There we go. Perfect. We're just going to have it all contained in this one area because the hopper... This doesn't count as a full block, so what would happen is we drop stuff in there. The hoppers will pick it up, whoop, and put them... Oh, no. And put them in the chest like so. Just like magic. Except it's not magic. It's redstone. Perfect. There we go. We need some pistons. Can we make some? 3 pistons. 1, 2, 3. You'll love to see it. All right. So up, not there, but up this way. We need the pistons to break down the sugar cane. And then we can break this and do some very fancy... I need wool. I need wool for redstone. I need wool for redstone. Ah! Which I guess this goes into another fun... We'll use white wool for now. It'll probably naturally turn pink because... I don't know. Everything just turned pinks in the end. I'm not sure how or why, but that's just a thing that happens. But now's a good opportunity to talk about another very special thing that happened in Season 4 of Endercraft, which is my wool farm. Yes, my wool farm. To anyone who remembers, wool farms have been a very important piece on the Endercraft history, specifically for me, because that was the big thing I wanted to do first. And in Season 4, I made potentially the greatest wool farm anyone in Minecraft has ever seen. But we'll talk about that later, because I can't be bothered to do it right now. Bop, bop, boop. We then have this going right over, just like so. I need to grab some torches, but that is basically it. That's done. It's done. This will yield thousands of blocks. How do I know that? Because I'm a professional. Look at my redstone jacket. Look at my redstone suit. I'm a professional here. And why sugarcane? I know you're asking all, why sugarcane? Since everything here is supposed to represent a past season, why sugarcane? Isn't sugarcane something people build every season? Yes, but this season was something special. Because this was the season like I said earlier, really wanted to prove myself. And sugarcane was one of those things that everyone needed. Now, since it was so early in the season, I got to building a lot of farms really quickly. One example being the Grand Iron Farm, or whatever I called it, but that will be a topic for later. Sugarcane is a very important component used to make fireworks, like the ones I'm using right now to fly. I did have this design for a sugarcane farm that would be indented into the floor, and I was thinking about doing that, but like I said, I wanted this like new episodes, like the revisits of these episodes, the revisits, to be a little bit more of a parody. So the original plan was to build a creeper farm, the same creeper farm I built back then in my base, just a little small, just right in the corner, because that one didn't get as much spotlight as the sugarcane farm did. Now, if you saw last week's video, hi, editor's note, that last week episode doesn't exist because the season's ending, and I need to get this out as soon as possible. So we'll talk about the creeper farm next season, but you'll kind of get the gist of it with this next line. So I don't know really why I'm recording this. Enjoy. Pretty sure it was last week. You'll know what this is. You'll know why it's important to not make the deal with the Weave Boy. Because if you do, you will lose and you will have to spend so many hours making a giant creeper farm that you don't even use because you use a trident most of the time. So I don't even know why I spent a lot of time doing this. Who put diamonds here? It works. It's great. But Lord knows I ain't building another creeper farm by my base, so we're using the micro farms instead. But know that this exists. Hello, where am I? Know that this exists. And it would have been today's plan, but instead we got a lot more fun stuff. For example, cactus? Cactus farm season's easy. Let's go do cactus. Okay, so as far as I know, cactus farms aren't too bad to craft. We'll use pale oak because I'm rich. But cactus farms aren't too bad to craft. We don't really need a cactus farm too much, but for the sake of green dyes, and you'll see later in the season, but for the sake of green dyes, cactus farm is a pretty good one to have. It's pretty good, and especially lime dye, which, lime dye is always fun. I never use it. That's because I never have a cactus farm. Then again, you could also make a sea pickle farm, but no. I want to build a cactus farm instead. All right, so we have a little area there first. Let's get some water. And it's pretty simple. I guess we can also get the flowers, too. I'm more focused on the cactus, so... Yep, there you go. So it pours out like so. It also wasn't a coincidence that this was the same season I spent quite a bit of time watching the Mumbo Jumbo and trying to learn redstone too at the same time, which it was pretty difficult, I'll admit, but overall it was a lot of fun. Redstone is pretty neat. Who knew that? I didn't. That's why I'm doing it now. Hello. All right, so since it all meets up right here, let's connect there, connect there, connect there. We need more chests. Oh my gosh, my inventory is full of so much junk. Maybe I should have cleared it out. Nah, these are micro farms. I'm meant to be quick, because I want to get started on today's build project. But in order to do that, I need to do... You're cracking. Why? All right, so this next part's going to be a little bit more complicated, but stick tight. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. How do you craft a fence again? There you go. We need probably just one. That much will do. Where do we plant cactuses? Is it just sand? See, this is how often I don't make farms for this. I don't know where you're supposed to put them on. I have a little bit of sand, so that's good. All right, so we go over here. We place the put one there, I guess. This will stop the water. Be a water stoppage. Ooh, if we do this, really interesting. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really build a cactus farm in Season 4. What I did do, though, was it was the very first iteration. And this is a phrase I use very often in Minecraft stuff. It was the very first iteration of the melon masher, the pumpkin pusher, and the melon masher, which we won't be building, unfortunately. I have no needs for melons and pumpkins this season, but we will still build the structure that it was kept in. What does that mean? Well, you're going to have to watch and find out what that means. Ooh, engagement. I'm so smart. I can move these closer together, actually. Season 4 was definitely the season of my redstone upbringing. I was very new, but it's just a lot of fun. A lot of blind trying out, especially that iron farm, which I know I keep mentioning that iron farm. That's because it was really freaking cool. But like I said, we'll worry about the iron farm in a later date. This technically works. This should do its job. We'll check how much stuff we have at the end, but at the end of the episode, but like. That works. I like that. I don't know where I keep getting this pink stuff from, but I do like the pale. Let's put some junk away in here that I don't need. Who needs a storage system? Right. Comparatively with these two farms and then the magnificence that was the melon masher, the melon masher, and pumpkin pusher, or however it was. It's not that I've fallen off. Please, it's not that I've fallen off. I'm just efficient now, and I know these will produce a lot because I'm here a lot. That's my excuse. That's my excuse. Cocoa beans, I guess. All right, time for some real professional redstone. These two, basic, easy peasy. Check this out. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. I know. Okay, now hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Whoops. Look at that. Look at that. And then, when they grow, you'll never believe what's going to happen. When they grow, That's bad. When they grow, it's gonna go right here. Right here. I'm missing stuff. Oh, shoot. All right, we got some very advanced redstone here. So once that goes, anytime we break an item and then drop it, it'll play a note block telling us that we have stuff to get supplied for. I know. Hold your applause. I know. I'm amazing. And then as for everything else, I don't want to do bamboo. I don't want to do bees, specifically honeycomb. That's a lot of dye stuff. I don't really want to do that. Why are you in water? Did you put him in water? Well, since I don't want to do any of those things, we're going to do the next... Since I don't want to do any of those things, we're going to do the next best thing. Uh-oh. We're going to work on the build right over here. This area. This wonderful area. But we do have to do something first, and that's everyone's favorite thing, terraforming. I kind of want it to be a little bit flat like this, stony right there, just to kind of like... My ramblings aren't explaining anything. You know, we'll just go into a time lapse and you'll see how it is when it's done. Okay. Showtime. I need that. Showtime. Whee! Okay, so this is awkward. I originally planned to just do super fast build mode, and I had this really funny editing trick I was going to do. I'm like, oh, that would be great. But then in the next clip, I mentioned that I did a voiceover. But listening to the clip I did, I explained what I was going to explain in the voiceover anyway. So there's kind of no point in me making a voiceover, if you know what I'm saying? So just enjoy the rest of super fast build mode. It's a bit difficult to see what I'm actually doing because the camera's just going so freaking fast. But I'm running out of time to release this. So let's continue on, man. Alright, it's something. As you heard in the voiceover, I'm trying to go for a bit industrial since, you know, in Season 4, in Season 4, I tried my best to learn, like, a bunch of different redstone tech. Like, yeah, it was, like, you know, kind of the bare minimum and whatnot, like the smallest little bits and pieces, but the smallest bits and pieces is what grow to be wonderful, crazy, cool inventions. And, you know, now that my building prowess, if you will, has grown since Season 4, I think I can get a little bit funky with the terrain. So gone are the nice green hills that were here before. I definitely don't miss them. I definitely don't miss the nice, luscious green hills. Not at all. What makes you say that? I have no idea what you're talking about. Gone are the nice, lovely, awesome, really cool green hills that I wish were still there. And now we have stony cliffs. I'm trying to bring more of the stony cliff into this area. While I'm not a big fan of stone, I do intend on changing it to something else later. I do think it's a nice little block. And up here, it's gonna look a little bit weird, but there is gonna be... I missed it. All right, back where we started. Up there's going to be a road walkway that I want to stretch and span across that area over there to local DM's base, and that will be that'd be for reference to Season 5/6 and Season, I believe it was 8, when I built a road. One of them was just building a road to... I don't remember the name. I think it was the Cascading Casino, which was a villager area I had going off in that direction. There was a lot in Season 5, but we won't talk about Season 5. Right now we're talking about Season 4, and this is where I want to get the builds. I want to get the builds in this area here, one up there, and then another up there. But the road, completely separate thing. If we look over here, I'm a bit interested what the view's like. Let me get my fireworks. A bit interested what the view's gonna be like. Yeah, in a front view, you won't be able to see a lot of Season 4. You'll see, you know, obviously a lot more of 2 and 3. But I think, yeah, in this angle more, you're gonna see it a lot more. Like coming in this way, which you know, debatably, who knows? Is there a better angle? I don't know. All I know is I'm really excited. So let me get this finished up. Let me see what's in my notes, actually. All right, so let me get this. So we're going to get this all filled in, all this nice and tidy. It is going to be stone for now. Oh my lord. Okay, thank freaking goodness. I guess this will be the in-between section. I have been looking for pillager outposts to find these guys. Find allelays, and we have allelays now. And not only that, we also have a goat horn and smithing. So that's pretty fun, I gotta say. I don't know what sentry looks like, so We'll check that out later. I should be done terraforming by now. I need to get these guys back safe home. Yeah, you're gonna follow me. Okay, let's run. I want to show you guys this terraforming because I've built it and then sat on it for a while and I'm finally able to record again. This is what we have right here. I have asked my panel of experts, aka Sam, but this is the area landmass that we're starting with. I was thinking about maybe carving in a hole, like a cave system in there. Up here is going to be a road, which we'll be referencing season 8, if I remember the number correctly. We're going to continue it again in that direction, but for now, I just want to focus on this spot here. But yeah, that's terraforming basically done. I'm happy with it. I like it. Road, like I said, I'm going to have to work with it a little bit different. But the big thing that I was worried about, and what I've kind of been racking my brain about too, is colors. It's a lot of gray. It's a stony shore, but it's a lot of gray. And this is too much gray. All of this was supposed to... Oh yeah, I lost my pants. I died and I lost my pants. So the mini skirt's gone. I still have my go-go boots, but the mini skirt. And I got tagged as well. So... yeah, we've been having a fun day. Yes, all that happened today. But the colors. Gray, I'm not really feeling it. I wanted something to... Oh my gosh, they turned to statues. Are you joking me? Are you joking? Gosh dang it. I've been wanting to like, honeycomb these guys when they're blue. Hi, Ingrid Ivy. Hi, Farmer Thanos. Sorry, we're going to have to wait till they're blue again. Gosh dang. But, a lot of gray. I want to work with a weird funky color. And a weird funky color that I settled on was one that I found in a faraway distant land. Mycelium. It's blue. It's like purple. It has bits of green in there. It's just, and it's alive. It's breathing. And I think that is pretty freaking cool. A little block palette I have in my brain. I haven't, like, it's just in my brain. This is me just spitballing ideas, and we'll work with that from there. But I want to have the top surface of each layer be made out of mycelium, and then it slowly fades down into, like, purple terracotta, maybe magenta terracotta, like the purpley bluish colors. And then with the green there, we can maybe, not grass, essentially, but, like, we can have it bleed into something else, into this lower path area. Another one, too, is this tree. I think it's nice. I forgot what I was watching. I was watching a movie or something, and I saw pink tree, white bark, and I'm like, hey, why don't we have that? So now we do. This isn't a good tree. It's me spitballing ideas, but I'm thinking we can have that all sprinkled around the place. Would it look good with the purple? We'll have to find out by actually building it. But of course, the big final structure, the thing that I've kind of been purposely, not looking at, because this is our season 4 build. This is the block palette we use. We use deep slate bricks, deep slate... That's not a brick. What is it called again? Deep slate tiles for here, deep slate walls over there, spruce, mangrove, like that, in this exact shape and pattern. This is just half of it. But I remember I built the base like this. And my goal for it was something simple, but something expandable. So it was this basic structure, the roof going along the sides like that. This basic structure, but in many various different shapes. The other one I want to talk about is honeycomb. This is why we wanted bee farm, because honeycomb block. I use this as the little entrance thing, or like the marker to mark the entrance. I thought it was nice. I thought it was neat, and that required a bee farm, which, like I said, this was the season of me learning redstone, and bee farms was one of them. Speaking of bee farms... Yeah, speaking of bee farms, I don't want to build one. We have a shopping district with quite a few shops and a new addition to Pixel Amazon, which I want to show off right now. I added a tree and a little cover casing over Pixel Amazon. I don't know what I was doing. I just wanted to just do a little, it's weird, and I like weird. I like it a lot. But we have shops. We have an official shopping district. More members have put up stores and shops everywhere. You can see I already have my money ready because I've already counted what I want. Let's talk about what I want. First off, let's talk about Local DM. I saw Local DM build this shop on stream, actually. You should go check him out. YouTube channel always linked in the description, along with all the other members of Endercraft. But over here, he built a wood shop, and I helped him come up with this price. 9 diamonds per stack of spruce. And as you've seen, we need a lot of spruce. And I really don't want to mine it or chop it. But that's not all. I have an addiction that needs to be cured, and the only way to cure it is frog lights. A lot of frog lights. Now, we have some of the frog lights already. I believe we have green, yellow, and purple. Actually, no, we don't have purple. Wait, give me this. 32 for 1 diamond, There we go. And for the sake of even Stevens, of course we're going to get the other ones. I know we already have the Orchard and Verdant, but there's no such thing as too many frog lights. Pixel, why didn't you get the achievement? I'm so happy you asked. This isn't my first take because I didn't like the first take, so this is actually the second take behind the scenes YouTube stuff. But here's my reaction to getting the achievement. I may need 4 stacks worth of... Yay! There it is. I knew I left it behind. In terms of other stuff that is happening at spawn, because I'm doing everything I can to not build a bee farm, which, by the way, that's going to be a bee farm, apparently. Conquest has a little bit of an AFK bee spot, which I may or may not have been chilling at so he could build a bee farm quicker. You know, I'm not going to steal from his bee farm. I'd rather buy from his bee farm, you know, because economy. But yeah, I did AFK there for like hours while doing homework. It was great. It was fun. I love bees so much, but I don't want to build a farm just yet. I'd rather purchase it because I need a lot of honey and I don't want to do that. But anyways, I'm going to show off spawn real quick just so I could fill in this time instead of building a bee farm. Oh, building me is going to have a field day with not building me. This is spawn.
All right, I've said this a few times already in this video, but, you know, originally it was supposed to be a nice, chill video, you know, normal one like any other. But the new season starts, I kid you not, this Sunday, and it is currently the Tuesday. The Christmas season, specifically December, was an absolute nightmare. So funny that I try to put a lot of emphasis at this being the Christmas special when, you know, it's not a Christmas special, but this episode Christmas did make the episode special, rather than the special being a Christmas. It doesn't matter. Anyways, we're gathering a lot of mycelium to put around the place. Thankfully, as you see in this next part here, we don't need to fill the entire thing with mycelium. Mycelium spreads, so we just need to put it on the outer ends, and then in the insides, the dirt will eat it all up and do all the fun things that dirt does. Hell yeah.
Alright, to avoid this video getting too long and also little behind the scenes knowledge back here, I spent a lot of time not recording on Endercraft. Not because I don't want to record, but because I play so late at night that I can't really do a lot of commentary. The last few clips you might have seen were late at night, which is probably why my voice was so whispered and hushed. But I do... Wow. Are you... I have never seen... I'm leaving that. I've never seen a tree like that. But this is the idea. We're going to stop here for now. We're going to continue on the next building stuff. But all of this... Let me get up some height. Pop. There we go. Ow. All of this landscape here is going to share that pattern. I might switch out that top color to be a better transition with the mycelium. I like it, but it might be too much of like a cake layer, like it doesn't look blended enough, which who knows, maybe I should blend it, maybe it looks better unblended. Let's check the angle we're going for. Instead of the straight down path that way, it is this way specifically. Okay, it looks, you know, I like that. You know what, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. We're going to be continuing this over across here too, but, you know, just to continue on with the pace of the video, because, I mean, I'm also doing school behind the scenes too, so I kind of want to get this out released as possible, especially because it's Christmas time. Yeah, I want to get this out before Christmas, and last year I wasn't able to, so this year I want to. So, we're going to build buildings now. Before we build buildings, I have been told, a little birdie told me, like as such forth and total, that there is a Secret Santa going around the server. Now, we did a Secret Santa last season, which was also last year weird to... Oh my gosh, we have another Christmas tree. Not as big as the one from last season, you know, thank goodness. At least for Weave's sake. We can make it a lot bigger. Maybe that one. I have considered decorating that for Christmas. But, We got a Secret Santa thing going on. So let's go check it out. Ooh, almost got hit. Hello. Hello. Names, gifts. What do we got? Secret Santa. Hello. This year we are having a Secret Santa event. This event is to spread holiday cheer and joy. Here are the rules. There should have been a pause there, or a period. No griefing. Please don't blow up, damage, or burn down others' bases directly or indirectly. 2, make your prank easy to clean up. 3, be nice, respectful to others. No one said it was a prank, but okay, I guess it's a prank. How to participate. Put your name and nice action suggestion on separate items in the barrel below as labeled on... And on December 10th, return back here to get a random name and holiday prank accomplished. What am I doing on December 10th? It's a Wednesday. Okay, I'll be fine. Make sure you inform the prank to record your Make sure to inform the prank to record and leave your name here so you can help with the cleanup. Participants the Pines. Help with the cleanup. I'm not gonna help with cleaning up. I'm gonna clean my own base up. So, what does it mean by gifts? That is a lot of work. I don't want to do that. I hope I don't get that one. We'll participate. Why not? I am an agent of chaos, so let's just... gift ideas. What gift ideas do we have? Normally, I'd say leave a comment down below, but at the rate that I release videos... no, that's not going to come out in time. I thought that was an actual creeper. That scared the living daylights out of me. What would be a good prank idea? A good prank idea... Oh, I know. Hidden creeper. Note blocks. And the only reason why I'm putting this is because I intended to do this in my base, in my own base. So if someone could do it for me, that would be even better. Actually, just so people get confused, let's do that. There we go. Perfect. Voiceover. Have I mentioned that I'm running out of time to make this video? Yes. But this is still, you know, because like a goal I had with Season 10 of Endercraft was to not just make Minecraft videos, but make videos that mainly involve Minecraft, but have other stuff. That's why I had the Taylor Swift review, the My Chemical Romance review. This one was going to have a ranking all the Beatles albums based off of vibes. But, you know, slight problem, I'm running out of time. We built Sam's house. Sam is a good high school friend of mine. You know when in high school, like that, you know, you all enter school with your friends as freshmen, and then you become the next level, whatever it is, sophomores or whatnot. The new wave of youngsters, of Rugrats come around, and one of them, like, you know, your friend group is just like, this one, we adopt this one into the friend group. It was kind of like that, except the exact opposite, where Sam just, you know, gathered all of us like Pokemon, and it's like, congrats, you're all in a friend group, and we're just like, we know, but thanks anyways. It was really cool. But yeah, no, Sam, good friend of mine from high school. They're pretty neat. They're pretty freaking cool at building. They built an Undertale map in Minecraft. Kind of an expert, and you guys have seen him on the channel before. Speaking of Undertale, in the Undertale series I did, the True Pacifist run, they were the extra voice of reason there, so pretty neat. We're building their house, good time. I only had one picture to go off of. Pretty fun. Moving on to another audio voice track. This one I am building the outside wall. The thing that I put the melon masher and pumpkin pusher, I mentioned that a while ago. It was my own personal invention. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 50% sure I made it up on my own. It's a very simple, just pumpkin and melon farm, but I was really proud of it. I gave this like nice little outer ring of quartz, and then a dome, and there were two domes, an orange one and a green one, being the pumpkin pusher and melon masher. You could also see here too, I was talking with the Pines, where he was like, well, once I get a hold of the dragon egg, I'm gonna duplicate it a bunch, and then and I'm there just like, tee-hee, I have the dragon egg in my ender chest, but I'm not gonna tell you. And, you know, since we have moved to a new season, you'll see in the next video, I actually burned it. But, you know, don't say that, because shush, you haven't seen the next episode yet. But hey, we did that. It's pretty neat. I like the pumpkin pusher and melon masher. I do have fond memories, as with everything. It's a design I usually build every season whenever I'm dealing with villagers. But this season, I intend not to really deal with villagers, because I don't really need them. Being completely honest, I don't really need them. Alrighty, moving on.
So there was a spider, or there was a zombie, and he kept riding other dudes.
Nice, man!
And
oh my lord. Okay, it turns out we're not done recording all the voiceovers. This next one, at this point, I'm pretty sure it was like basically Christmas time. I knew there was no way in hell I would ever get this video released, so a lot of motivation kind of down to the ground, which is why we're here now, you know, a month later. Anyways, we are currently building the Pink Laboratory. The Pink Laboratory was a laboratory that was pink, all meant to study the pink, which was, not evil, but evil, like fungus type thing that exists in the world, and what was originally a laboratory meant to study it slowly got corrupted by it, till all of it has little bits and pieces of the pink all sprinkled about and whatnot. AKA, I just wanted the redstone room to look nice. I mean, it was just dirt and stuff, and I'm like, no, it could be nice. It could be sleek. It could be great. And I needed an excuse to listen to a lot of Taylor Swift and dig out the hole more. So let's use the deep slate bricks, which you're gonna see later. Not sure when that'll be, but it'll happen at some point. A lot more digging happens. And will there be a second review of the life of a showgirl? I won't say. Maybe, but I won't say. Moving on to whatever clip is next. I honestly have no idea. I'm running out of time. Okay. Hello. It's been a while since I've recorded. Not just on the server, but in general, really. So, we have a brand new update. 1. Yep, there we go. Yep, they're even saying in the chat. I just logged in on the server, had to get everything set up again to do this. But it's time. It's time. We have spears in the game. I don't remember how they're to be crafted. I know it's... I'm not going to look it up, because that's too easy. It's probably... Oh, there you go. Just that and wood. Let's go with iron, since we have iron right now. I think we can make copper. Hello? Stone and iron. I know you can make every tier of everything. But, for now, I assume it's just 2 sticks. That's shovel. I'm smart. Oh! Ow! Whoop! 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 Also... That's right. Also, that's right. We're going to talk about this room in a bit. But horse armor can now be upgraded to netherite. So Gretchen is going to get the upgrade of a lifetime. Let's take this. I don't know how do I upgrade this? All right, some people might call it a waste, but I assume it's just the normal netherite upgrade, right? Like this. Oh! Yes, some people might call it a waste. I don't, because it's for my horse. My horse. For Gretchen. It's one of the most... Can I enchant it? I need this stuff. Can I? I forgot I had that much lapis. That's where it's been. We can't enchant them. I'd kind of hope for, like, protection. But it's fine. It's fine. Let's grab Gretchen and ride on over. Ooh! Slick! You look fine. You look gorgeous. Oh, my gosh. Oh, hello. I have been waiting on this for ages. Yep, da-da-da-da! Hi. Sorry, I mean, I had to. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Why does it look so... Why is the texture so big?
It's supposed to be its spear. I love it. It should be. The trident's too small.
Probably that's why it...
It's great. It is huge. That's
it doesn't,
what I tell my wife every time.
Oi! It doesn't look like that on the screen. Maybe it does. That is so funny.
I don't know. Mine looks pretty large.
I'll give you a totem. I didn't know you had one.
I'm glad I did. Somebody's out here slaying.
It's fun.
Slay Queen.
Oh, that's what I'm naming it. I used to have a sword named Slay Queen.
I'm actually.
Don't show beat-ups.
Oh, I saw that. You know, he's a killer now, too.
He killed Scar's horse. So, like, you can use that as a defense mechanism. If I'm charging towards you, just, like, no.
Yeah. Like, here.
Oh, hold on. Shoot me from the sky with my Electra.
What? Oh, well, you're going to come... Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to throw my spear. I'm just hold your spear up as I come flying down. And if I die, it'll be so funny.
I'm filling my inventory. There.
Hey, that's how I was gonna make my entrance into the group. I was gonna just charge it from the sky.
Oh, funny enough, I beat you too. All right, charge again. Oh!
Did you take damage?
8 hearts.
Wow, I didn't even move.
Oh my gosh! And still, if you're moving, definitely death.
Hey, by the way, quick question.
Quick answer. Oh,
set your spawn just in case he gets wily.
Horse.
Fine.
Don't show beat up.
Fine. Set your spawn. Set your spawn. Set your spawn just in case.
Has everyone who's willing? I just.
Oh, I have another great name for this. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm just gonna show it for my video.
We need a
Bartender
region
is
beacon
stiff
around this
drink.
place.
I'm trying to lampoon
Do
some man-poon tonight.
Smoosh reference. Actually, will you allow that? It will allow that. Perfect. We're keeping that. No, not the horse.
No,
The horse.
I didn't hit the horse.
Quickly, lead it to the
Oh,
water.
jeez, he's gonna kill me.
The horse is dead. Huh! Oh my gosh! No one touched the horse. It has 2 hearts. Oh, we have to
Burns in the
tame
sun.
it.
Yeah, you.
It also burns in the sun.
Someone grab a saddle. Someone grab a saddle and
armor on it.
armor. Oh, tower. Oh, chair's creaking. I'm laying back now. It's tower time. We're building this structure. It's just a structure. It's just very simple. It's just deep slated spruce. Nothing too crazy. But I tell you what, back in season 4, when I used it everywhere, ooh, mama, it was spicy. It was pretty radifunkalicious. We're digging out a little divot right here in the first little bit, just to get a little area, little house going. Tried experimenting with some letters on the side that says EC or CC or whatever in Endercraft and whatnot. I decided to go with the classic Delta rune, fields of pink and gold and whatnot, but that's neither here nor there. The whole shtick of these things, though, is that they're meant to be, like, transversable. They could be built in any way, shape, or form, and it would just look nice. So I decided to build this one into the wall. The roofing took a little bit of a while longer. I honestly had no idea what to do with it. Someone called me a busy woman, which is what I was listening to by Sabrina Carpenter. That song is a freaking earworm. Gets stuck in your head and then never, ever leaves. Anyways, you guys enjoy Cat Swing? I think it's a good song, too. You know what else is a good song? Evil Maniacal Towers, Area 04. To those who've been really paying attention, Area 04 is a deep cut reference, not just to Pixel Master lore, but also, like, just me in general. But Area 04, it's meant to, like, mimic Area 51. It was my science division. This is where I was going to do all my little redstone bits and pieces, and where my moss farm actually was. The original Area 04. Now, I never fully textured it. I did a little bit of texturing in this one when I built up the tower. I think it turned out pretty well. It's pretty nice. I had a little 04 in the back. I left it to be concrete powder on the roof. But, like, I know full well that someone's going to come by and just put water on it. So I'm going to choose not to say anything except for that I just did. So, ugh. Oh, well, neither here nor there. It's thankfully way out far in the distance, so not a lot of people are going to see it, which is, hey, that works out for well. And then finally, our official last one, not our last one, I thought the last one was the last one, we had one more last one. Our last one is the graveyard. It was around Halloween when we decided to make a graveyard, just for the fun of it, just for silly little bits and ha-has. And I actually built a haunted mansion there too, where people could go trick-or-treating, full redstone stuff, little minigame, it was great. We did not have time to build that. It was made of mangrove, dark oak, and a lot of like little micro magenting pieces. Ain't no way we had the time. Like I said, this is supposed to be Christmas time. It is Tuesday, January 13th, 8:30 p.m. I had no time left. Oh my god. All right, it's time for a little bit of a progress update. I just finished organizing a bunch of storage and wearing my Christmas skin, as you see here. But a progress update. What we have done so far in this episode. We have created the Craggly Cliffs of Season 4, which they're not a Season 4 exclusive. I just wanted a terraform, which is this, mushrooms. It's a type of terraform. I'm trying to figure out what type of fun plants to do, which, actually, the sniffer, that's what I wanted to use, but he's not growing. I have him somewhere in the basement, but he's not growing. Skulk, some mobs have spread because of the skulk we contained in the pink. Looks like it's not doing a full job right there. We have the orange dome, which represents the pumpkin pusher and melon masher, which was created that season as well. This is Sam's house by Sam. Well, my friend, you're not Sam. Still needed to put some of the credits there. Assign this as Sam's name. Let me fix this over here. We've gotten 6 beacons because I had a lot of free time building this in between clips where I was like, I want to do something else. So I decided to get a lot more beacons. Up here we have the actual house and builds of Season 4. We have this main area here with a 4 in pink glass. Why not? Over here we each have a bigger room. This probably would have contained the sugarcane farm if we didn't already build one or weren't building one already in the laboratory down there. A little bit of pink and gold. Deltarune reference or something. Up here we have, you can only see it through up here, Area 04. 04 being my birth year, and this was the laboratory where I would do science stuff and all that other fun things. This actually contained a bone meal farm. A bone meal? That's an old Pixel Master reference. Farm in there, way back in Season 4. And then we have a path going up this way to what would have been originally the haunted house, the graveyard area, which would have been right here. Oh, it's snowing. That's nice. But I'm going to hold off on that for this episode because this one will be the big finale right here. And I'll talk about that in a sec. If we go across down this way, we have the pink laboratory, which is where all my science experiments and or farms happen. For example, we have upgraded the sugar, what do you call it again? The cocoa bean farm. It makes more noises than before. Oh, still a bit dangerous to use though. So only certified professionals such as myself can use them. Ain't that lovely? We have a bee farm that is going to be over here. I want to get this episode out before Christmas, so I might hold this off to be a mini episode or just do it off camera or maybe on live stream. But I want this to be a bee area, not like a farm, but an area you could walk into and just chill with the bees because I love bees. Bees are wonderful. We have the pink area over here, which is very nice. And this mural took a bit of a while, but it was fun nonetheless. Thestrals are still doing fine. Gretchen has netherite armor. This is the gold farm. I want all the gold stuff to filter into this area here. I just have to move. And like I said, I want to get this out before Christmas. And this video is getting a little bit long as is. But if we go down here, yeah, I already marked it down for many episodes. All we have left are bamboo, sugarcane, and dye farms, which, like I said with the other ones, will probably be in the next episode or like in a separate thing. But over here, this wall is where it's going to be half sugarcane and half bamboo. We have a well for an infinite water source. Excuse me? Silly sounds. Oh no, the sugarcane farm. It's been doing some good work for us. I've been just chilling in here every so often, AFKing. It does a good job. Speaking of, big pit. The pit has expanded. For what purpose? No purpose. It's just fun to dig and listen to Taylor Swift over and over again.
Don't you sweat it, baby, it's alright. You were dancing through the lightning strikes.
We have new names for the golems. I'm not sure if I've showed this already, but I'm just going to hover over all of them and you can see them yourselves. Lovely. I believe this comes out before episode 3, although, like I said, I am just Christmas season, trying to get everything out before Christmas. I haven't even started on episode 3 because I've been busy with schoolwork. But these guys over here, very cool, very neat, very lovely. And then the final thing we'll do before we start on another voiceover session is just get a little overview. Look at that. I like that. That's beautiful. There definitely needs to be something here and here. I have said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a road. That'll be for a future season. But I might just put shrubberies and greenery here. Like those trees. I didn't even get to build in those trees. And then here, I wanted the sniffers to be here. But like I said, those eggs haven't hatched at all. Nor has the happy ghast. I don't remember how they work. And also, I can't be bothered to look it up. Because we're kind of in the middle of doing stuff right now. We're building. We're gathering. Speaking of gathering, Nether.
Oh, chair falling back. Nope, chair fall back more. No? Okay, I guess that's the farthest it could go. This is weird. According to my files and what's in the Endercraft folder, this is the last clip there is, which means the episode ends here, which I guess is good because I can't do episode 5, but Anyways, what we're building here is the one, the only, the wonderfully infamous Gold Hotel. Now, the history of this Gold Hotel is an absolute nightmare. See, I had the build I had going, with the spruce and the deep slate. Never named a name for that, but I had, that build going. And then C-Dub one day was like, I'm building Gold Farm. And he does it right, in the middle of where I was going to build my storage. Right smack in the middle, and I'm just like, why? Can you move it? And he's like, no, it's already built. It's too difficult. Lo and behold, as someone who's built one, no, it's not difficult. It was definitely just laziness. But holy crap, man! In the middle of the, Anyways, that's kind of what led into, I guess you could say, the inspiration for the mismatch of what Season 4 was. Season 4 was going to have, a lot more buildings before we had to leave the world because they got access to a realm server. I guess I can talk about that now since we won't be seeing that. But we opened up we've got access to the realm server. So we left this world in favor of the realms, which is a shame because I do like this season. No one else did, though. Just me. Yeah. Anyhoozle. We had the iron farm there, gold farm in my base, which, technically made it mine, and as someone who decorated it, yeah, it's pretty chill. Even started a little bit on the gold hotel there, but we switched right after I got my the sheep farm, that's right! So I was working on a sheep farm, and it was going to be the coolest one ever there was. And then we left, and then I didn't work with sheep since because they just annoyed me, and it was just like, oh man. But yeah, and funny enough, thinking about it too, that was also the season I used the most mangrove ever, which wasn't a lot, and it shows you how much I really do not have a favor of liking to this wood type. It's a little bit rude sometimes. It's just a little bit rude sometimes, and it's annoying to collect. Ugh. But when you do collect it, that mixed up with netherrack. Ooh, it looks good. I remember I did a wall pattern with that, which I wasn't able to showcase here, unfortunately. But I did a wall pattern with netherrack and mangrove doing like a candy cane pattern down the hallway. Ooh, it was so nice, so cool. Gosh, I wish I could visit that world again. Fortunately, we can't. It's on, I think it's on like CW's PlayStation or something, which means that none of us have access to it. Basically, it's a kind of a shame, but hey, that's what happens when you're doing it on doing a little bit of a bare bones setup. But with that, since that is the last clip I have, if I can find anything else, I'll put it after this. But I want to thank you very so much for watching. If you like this video, why? I mean, if you did, share around, I guess, but why? If you didn't, don't worry, I understand. Very rushed indeed. Haha. Episode 5 will be coming out very soon because the next season starts relative to when this video comes out this Sunday. Sunday. So that's a bit exciting and not stressful in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that's all I got. Cue that famous outro as the rest of the time lapse plays. Ciao.